Okay. Okay, Boomer. I see that.
What?
It kicked in.
Yeah, we're live. We're live for real.
Yes, we are definitely live. So, hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Can I get a word out?
You just did.
Thank you. Also, Hannah, thank you for the subscription.
No problem.
And Heidi, thank you for a dump bucket. Dump buckets for everyone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pokéception. You must have rolled pretty high to find our quiet little stream. There. Sorry, that's dinner. That's done with a burp. All right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here on a Monday. We are back with the Ragtag crew as you, hopefully, know and love them. I am Brownie, your game master for tonight, and joining us is the Ragtag crew that you hopefully know and love. We're joined by Dell.
Hoi, everybody.
Joined by Aeon.
Be the rock and roller.
Floof. Oh. Joined by Heidi.
Why? And hopefully, we know they love us.
Joined by Hannah.
Hello.
Lena. Who might still be at the bathroom.
Probably is.
Uh-oh. Oh, I picked a bad time to press start.
Can we hear her flush the toilet?
No.
Damn.
She's muted. How can you hear?
She's not muted.
Oh, God.
And speaking of that other voice, you know the other one. It's Thean.
I'm gonna eat a pizza. Hi, can
What?
I order a pizza?
Wait,
No.
what?
Why?
Cause you are done mad.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, Thean, before we fully get started, why? And second of all, why?
Okay, so to answer your first why, I didn't think of anything to do for a funny moon-based alpha thing, so I had to think fast. And I remembered this little bit of copy-paste that you can use in moon-based alpha, and I thought, you know what, that's good enough for this. And to answer your second why, is because I had a hard time thinking of what to do for this week's moon-based alpha.
I knew he was going to repeat the exact phrase.
Then why did you ask the same question twice?
Yeah.
Because I generally thought, Thean would have been smirked.
Dump bucket.
That's fine. It's fine. You know what I want to say about this stream?
Hmm?
It's all about the Mets.
Oh, I can play that too if you want.
No, I'm joking.
It's about John Madden.
Oh no.
It's
You
about
fixed it.
I stopped it, I think.
Thank you. Yes, you did.
Let's play it again.
Okay. Well, now that we finally got that out of our systems,
Or have we?
I don't know. You tell me. The big question is, has Lena returned?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's back.
Okay. Also, thank you for the bits.
You're welcome from the Mets.
Yay. Alright, so without further ado, shall we get started, players?
Woo!
Maybe.
Yes, maybe. Let's do this. Alright! Let's start with, of course, one of the best music tracks ever made for Pokemon. The personality quiz.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait, this isn't the personality
music-
quiz.
Yes, it is. This
Oh,
is the
that
quiz from
personality
Pokemon
quiz.
Mystery Dungeon.
That
Yeah,
personality.
from the Mystery Dungeon series.
I think
What can I say?
I always
It's
thought
great
of
when
this as God is trying to ask you questions about yourself that they already know the answer to.
But Bidoof wasn't till next gen.
You've got a good point.
This was made
But
during
there's
Gen
also
3. There
Lord-
was no Bidoof.
There was also Lord Helix, though.
Okay, so it was Omanite then. Got it. It was All Might doing it from beyond the grave as a messenger. Anyway, last time on Pokéception Check, we received more bits. Yes, that's what happened last stream. Wait a minute.
Oh,
I'm
Anyway,
keeping an eye. Nope,
Thank
no
you.
hype train this time.
no, not yet. Anyway, last time on Pokéception Check, Team Unity had made their way to Rustboro City. Making their way there on the pretense of two normal occasions, with a third one they picked up when they met Momoko outside of Mr. Brownie's hut. The first was a challenge that was issued by Roger of a certain other team that one of our players is probably not going to want to hear much. But the second reason was along the lines of your gym battle at the Rustboro gym. You dealt with Roger with a sort of opening up, as well as Holly needing to stick around in order to head back home for a family matter. In that process, Hannah then joined you for the sake of the Rustboro Gym Challenge. Making your way inside, you found out that it was a sort of double battle with a difference. By that meaning, you had to deal with sort of 3 separate fields of double battles. You dealt with that situation with a little bit of motivational talk from a Miss Momoko in the stands who had little Kaneki surviving by the skin of their teeth. But with having won 3 of the double battles, only needing 2, you managed to come out on top with your second badge in tow. You managed to get yourself that badge, and now, making your way back outside, you all made your way to the Pokemon Center. And that is where we are going to pick up. So, Team Unity, you are now, if we go back to my chart here, I will update and get better maps later. I managed to finally get my thing to do it.
Yay.
You gotta.
I've got RPG. I have RPG Maker, so I have RPG Maker, so now I can actually start making proper maps.
Well, RPG Willikers, Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Grab the frying pan.
Now,
Okay.
Then.
We apologize to our viewers who have now gone deaf. Oh, sorry. I need to. Sorry. I need to do the. I need to do the proper terminology. The audience is now deaf.
the end. The end.
Yes. Did you just try to hit me in the head with a coconut?
Why?
No, not you. You gotta take me out to dinner first. I'm not that kind of guy.
Anyway. Anyway. Team Unity. Making your way back into the Pokemon Center, you find that there is not so much many people inside, but the Nurse Joy on the counter is still eager to basically help you when needed. So at this point, is anyone going to go heal their Pokemon?
I definitely am.
Yeah, I believe I
just
shall as
realized
well.
something.
I'm healing my. Yeah. I'm going to heal my Pokemon too.
No worries.
Reggie did not take any damage at that gym battle.
Neither did Open Order.
Yeah. Yeah, when Openor decided to seismic toss a fucking rock.
By the way, can Beatrill learn rock throw?
No! Anyway, so at this point, there is some calm between you all. So, at this point, if there's anything anybody wants us to do at this point, the stage is yours. So, Team Unity, what do you wish to do?
I just realized this is going to be the last time we see Holly.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah, I'll just say Holly is just sat at the desk. In fact, she does see you come in, and actually, I realized she was there the whole time and such. He does turn to you all coming in, going, "Oh, hello. How'd it go?"
Who's got the gym badge out of all of us?
That would be Hannah.
Okay, well in that case, well we beat Roxanne.
Oh, you did? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, was it tough? Was it terrifying?
We had a couple of close calls in there, but we pulled through.
Close calls? In what way?
Well, how do we put this? It might be better if you had asked Hannah about it, but her rock grab got messed up pretty bad.
Oh. She does look over at you four now at the counter, basically sorting out your Pokemon at this point.
I was just
well,
over here taking it easy.
No worries. Nurse Joy does look at all of you and just goes, "Hello there. How can I help you?"
My Pokemon Rockruff needs to heal, please.
Of course. Oh my, he definitely looks like he took a beating. The rest of you got any Pokemon to heal at this point too?
I placed Puppet and Princess's Pokeballs on the counter.
Oh, two more there. Okay. What about you two? And points to both you, Liz, and you all. And
my roles could certainly use looking over.
Okay, I'll do that.
I put
Thank you,
Beatrice up on the counter and give her a little head pat. So with Beatrice, she needs a little bit of a touch up if that's all right.
Hey boy! Hey boy! Hey boy! And at this point, Beatrice is sort of trying to sort of raise its paws like it's still ready to fight, but then it just blops on its side.
Well, it wasn't knocked out, but that hit, but that tackle must have hurt it bad.
Yeah, it's like, hey boy.
The rush of the battle dies hard, it seems.
Nurse Joy at this point nods and goes, "Don't worry. Just give me a little time and I will have your Pokemon back up and ready to go. Just make sure you're still in here for a bit of time, okay?"
Much obliged, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll put the Pokemon just over here for now. So, Princess and who else is on there for you, Louise?
Puppet.
So, oh wow, five Pokemon. Oh, it's like playing an actual Pokemon game. Okay, so at this point, Nurse Joy does sort of go a bit back because I haven't sorted out the maps. I apologize. But she does go into the back and she begins to sort of deal with the Pokemon. You do see a Chansey just poke out and just go, "Chansey!" and goes back into the door.
Because, of course, there has to be a Chansey in every Pokemon Center.
Not all of them, but good enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Wait a minute. Can Kemplar
Wouldn't be complete without one.
Can Kemplar take the Pokedex entry of Chansey?
Oh, fucking hell. I tell you what, make an athletics to see if you can get it in time.
Oh, athletics.
Yes, you need to react. So athletics is reaction.
Okay, there we go.
Athletics, so, well.
Oh yeah, easily.
Wait,
you have 5d6?
Yeah, athletics is expert for Kemplar.
Oh.
Well, there had to be
4d6.
Fair enough.
Well,
all right, yeah, you do get that. So I'll let you sort that out. At that point, Holly does look over at you, Momoko, and just goes, Momoko? Oh,
Lena?
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 Oh,
Lena.
oh, she's on mute.
No.
Okay, I'm here now. Sorry about that.
No worries.
I was about to say.
I heard you. I just forgot that I was muted.
Oh.
God.
It's fine. Everyone does it once. Yeah. So Holly does look over and just goes, Momoko, can I have a word with you about something?
Sure.
She sort of scuffles to the other seat as if to sort of give you a chance to sit down.
Okay.
Fancy, the egg Pokemon. It will give you an egg.
Ah, the fake entry.
Yes. Close to fail. It was close to failing too. Thank God it didn't.
It will,
Oh,
you will
thank
give me
God.
an egg.
Yes, thank you. Well, at least it didn't blow up Malaysia.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you. Alright, so Holly does look back at you and goes, Momoko, can I just ask about something if you don't mind my curiosity?
Sure, go ahead.
You said that you were planning to be a gym trainer, right?
That's correct. That's true.
If you don't mind my asking, did you ever go into why exactly? I remember you said it was something to do with you just decided it was best or something?
The silence is deafening.
Yes.
Everything okay, Lena?
Yeah, everything's cool.
Yeah, she's just basically just asking, kind of like, so why did you choose a gym trainer again?
Why? It's probably because of Erica from the Kanto region.
Erica.
Wait, Erica from Kanto? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Erica was in, I think, Celadon City, I believe.
Yes, that's correct. So she sort of she then looks and just goes, "Oh, okay. So if you don't mind my asking, what are you going to do now?"
Well, since the group is doing the gym challenge, I figured I would travel with them to learn all I can about gyms to see if I wanted to operate one myself or head to Kanto and help Erica out with hers.
Kemplar, you are close. You're in close vicinity. You can hear this as well, by the way, just in case you want to jump in at any point as well.
You got it.
All right. So she goes, "Oh, so you don't know if you want to be a gym trainer exactly?"
Excuse, could you repeat that last part again?
Sorry. So, so she says, so you're not sure if you want to be a gym trainer per se, or?
Well, to be honest with you, Holly, I have so many things I want to do and experience, so...
Like what?
Well, I want to learn about Pokemon as much as possible.
Well, you probably will learn a lot with... Well, by the way, she does look over, and Momoko, you do see the sight of Kemplar just putting the Pokédex basically back in his pockets.
Did they hear the Pokédex entry? That's the question.
Yes, they did.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yeah, Holly just sort of giggles and just... Yeah, well, minus Kemplar's Pokédex of truth, I guess.
It was my mother's old Pokédex. I'm using it as a way to remind her, or me of her.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I didn't mean to joke about that in a way. I'm sorry.
It's all right. No harm done. I know you didn't mean it.
Thank you. Kemplar, did you hear about Momoko saying she was thinking of traveling with you guys?
I'm all for it. You'd have to check with everybody else to make sure that they're okay with it. But I'm ready to welcome you with open arms.
You're willing. You're honestly willing to accept anyone with open arms at this point, am I wrong?
No, I'm not willing to accept Roger anymore.
Well, given his head, well, I will say this. That was a major ouch.
Shoo! What was that? What was that? Someone talked about me.
The guy that likes everybody hates somebody. That's bad.
Yeah, that's how you know you fucked up.
Guy's gonna need a full restore for that one.
Oh please, Roger will have to choose to take either hit points or the burn.
No. He needs a revive for that.
Or a max
Yeah, I mean-
revive.
No, I don't know about max revive yet.
Nah.
I haven't pissed off completely. Anyway, yeah, so Holly just sort of goes, well, I think it probably would be pretty good. Plus, I can tell that you're more mature to look after at least some of the ones here from what I can see.
Well, thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate that.
Pika! Pika! At that point, Pikachu's just sort of raising its hands in the air like, Pika! Pika!
I then pat Mochi on the head.
Pika!
Pika!
I can't do high pitch, otherwise I do that.
Pika!
Thank you. Thank you for showing me where my voice acting range is.
Isn't there? Yeah, there is.
Close enough. Anyway, meanwhile, I do see Hannah. You're at the PC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you doing at the PC?
I am bringing up another Pokemon while Kaneki is resting.
Another one.
Another one bites the dust.
Okay. What are you bringing out at this point?
My Torchic.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah. So at this point, Blaze is sort of touching.
Yay! 2 Torchics now.
Yeah. So at that point, at that point, Blaze just does what you are familiar with it. It just rushes and goes and runs in front of you, Arlen, and stops and just looks up at you.
Blaze!
Arlen is popular with Pokemon apparently.
And it runs and stands in front of Elizabeth and does the same thing. Boom!
Blaze, come back here!
Hannah, make an athletics check to try and grab it.
Okay, this is a good comparison.
Hold on, let me just
Yeah.
try to get it up.
At that point, the rest of you can now see this other Torchic, including you, Kemplar.
Oh.
Oh! 6! You go to grab, and as it sees you, it just jumps back a bit, and you just fall onto the floor.
Oh.
Oh!
Yeah, right there, Hannah.
I'm okay. Blaze, you're getting a little energetic.
I help her up and I give her a good dusting off. Watching the right crit there.
Oh, did Louise put up Princess? Because Princess is probably going to need the Pokemon Center as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Princess is there on the...
Oh, I'm stupid. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
It runs over to you, Louise, and does the same thing.
I just look down at Torchic, give it a smile, and then gently ruffle its feathers.
I look at Hannah and I say, you gotta outsmart him, not outrun him. They're too quick for you, looks like.
He does have a quickness into him.
Like I said, outsmart, not outrun.
Oh my
And
god.
as you're having this conversation, look over, Louise, as you stroke Torchic, it just falls onto its side and just falls asleep.
Aw.
Yeah, and then Hannah goes over to pick him up.
I am now dead from cuteness overload.
Oh.
5.
Thank you, baby.
Excellent.
Elizabeth is going to look over and see Momoko talking with Holly at this point.
Okay. Tycho, are you just staying to the side?
Yeah, he is. He was just
Okay.
watching this
Re-
happen.
Fair enough. Reggie is just gently blowing bubbles any chance it gets.
It's like a bubble machine.
Yeah, Pumpkin's just gonna hide behind Louise.
Alright. It sort of peers around with its little eye.
Yaw.
Alright, so. Yeah.
Well,
I guess we're on Pumpkin right now.
well, I guess we can move over to the other one here. So, Elizabeth, you do come over and you see the sight of basically Holly and Momoko just sort of finishing talking. Just as you see, like, Momoko's just finishing ruffling Pikachu.
Howdy, yo. What's happening over here?
Oh yeah, Momoko's got a question for you.
Eh?
Well, I was wondering if you would be okay if I traveled with you guys for a little while.
It don't matter to me. Elizabeth just kind of puts her hands behind her head and shuffles her feet indifferently. Honestly, if the others don't have a problem with it, I don't have a problem with it.
Well, that sounds like that's 2 yeses so far. Oh, Elizabeth.
Eh? What's up, bully?
Did you consider my offer, by the way?
If you're talking about the one I think you're talking about, I have, yes.
Would it be
Oh, okay.
Would it be the one concerning Mochi over here?
Quite possible. Hang on a second. How do you know about that?
Good
I
question.
just have a feeling that Mochi would want to travel around with you guys a little bit longer since Holly's going home.
And at that point, Mochi just sort of nods its head, like, Pika, 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 Pika.
Pika, Pika.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Looks at Mochi and gives a little smile. I mean, I say it's up to Mochi if he wants to travel with us, or if he wants to go back with Ollie. But I wouldn't mind taking care of him for you while you're gone.
I then pick up Mochi and continue to pet him on the head. Continue giving head rubbings. This may sound kind of funny, but I think Momoko now has Mochi wrapped around her little finger.
Making Elizabeth slightly jealous.
Meanwhile, Arlen, you come over and you literally just catch wind of this whole thing. But as this conversation's going on, Arlen, as you approach the group, your Pokegear goes off, Arlen.
It's ringing.
Hey, hello there. Your weird electronic device wants to give you a message. You should answer it.
Gosh.
Warning, your mother is trying to reach you on your cellular device. Please stop what you're doing, calm down, and answer the phone.
Just to make this more real life like, Momoko takes out her Pokegear and realizes, it ain't me. And then puts her Pokegear back.
That's true, yeah.
I'm
yeah, that's true. You've all got gears.
Warning, your mother is trying to reach you on your cellular device. Stop what you're doing, calm down, and answer the phone.
Let's just get on with it.
Get on
Thank
with
you.
it.
I realized really quick it would have been funnier if I had done it like that.
I'm gonna
That's
be
fair.
completely honest with you. This group really makes my day.
Oh, well, glad to know. All right, but yeah, so there's a Pokegear going off.
Yeah, Alan's just gonna raise his arm with a poker gear strapped to it and the flashing display go, no, fairly sure that's mine. And remembering the fun and the embarrassment you had with them listening in last time, going into the corner of the Pokemon Center to answer this one.
Attaboy.
Okay.
All right. So Arlen just goes over. You lot all just watch as Arlen just shuffles over to the corner.
Man, this is like the third phone call he's had today.
Really?
Just
Yeah, I
what's
mean, if you think about it, our day. I mean, if you think about it, our day's been pretty packed.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's happened. It's like it felt like it's a week's worth of adventure.
Yeah.
I need to check on the berries growing on in my portable grower,
Okay. Yeah.
which
I'll
I
say that one.
believe are Oron berries.
Yeah, as long as you made the note of that. Yeah, I'll say they are in the process. There are, you know what? Roll a d4 for me, Tycho.
Alrighty.
Just a d4. No bonuses, no nada.
No whammies. Wait, what?
Oh. Stop! Roll the whammy! Sorry, couldn't resist. There are 2 orange berries inside.
I shall take them.
Yep, there you go.
Go outside with Reggie briefly to dispose of the plant that was in there.
Okay, that's fair. Alright, Arlen, whilst you're in the corner, the phone is still ringing. I presume you answer? Or do you just look at it?
Yeah, I stare at it until it goes away. No. Yeah, I'll answer the phone and go, you have reached the phone of Arlen Montgomery Van Doren Kratzel de Larry III. How may I help you?
Arlen, my dear boy, so good to see you, or rather hear you again. And yes, you know, Arlen, that this is your father, Roberto.
Yes.
My dear lad, how are you doing? I just heard the news. Apparently you've just done well at a gym. That's my boy. That's my boy!
But we've just taken down the second gym.
Question.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You said that his name was Roberto?
Roberto, yes. So
Okay,
think of
I have it
Roberts with an O.
I have written down that it's Richard?
Did I get the wrong name?
Oh, possibly I did. Brownie picked.
Alright, sorry, I asked you. Okay, you know what? Let's retcon this now. Aeon, you can pick which one it is. Richard or Roberto? Your choice.
Oh, let's go back to Richard.
Okay, Richard it is.
Okay.
Retcon. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It pays to write down the names of every single individual that you come across.
Yes, it does. Or as a DM to make a note of it when he should have done.
Well, now I know why you asked about Kemplar's family, then.
Yeah, it was the common trend. I thought I might as well get everybody's while I have a chance. Anyway, yeah, so Arlen, here's your father, just like so. So you've just taken on the second one. Oh, that's fantastic. Listen, Arlen, my dear boy, I am sorry to question things, but I need a little favor from you.
What favour would that be, Father?
Well, as you know, I don't know if your mother has already rung about this, but about a favor of advertising?
Yes, I had a mother called me about that earlier today.
Oh, well, I'm glad she beat me to the punch. Sorry, I've been at the office all day, and she only just told me that she got in contact with you, and I'm sorry, I was going to bring this up. So, is the rest of your group with you? It's maybe something I would preferably like to ask all of them for a bit of assistance with how big you're getting.
He's gonna look around, double check every one of his team is in the center.
At this point, Tycho, you do come back in, by the way.
Okay, and I have. Okay, so instead of an Oron berry in my portable grower this time, I put in my Petra berry.
Good to know.
So I have that in there.
User type.
Okay, yeah, that's
Thank
fair.
you.
So yes, yes, technically, Arlen, everyone, no, I must resist.
What are you
Everybody's
resisting?
currently present, Father.
Oh, well, that's good. You do. I know you're new to this technological stuff. Do you know how to put this thing on loudspeaker?
I believe I can figure that out.
Do you try to figure it out right now?
Yes.
Okay, make a general. Oh, I think we can make our first check at this. I think we have technology.
I think we do too.
Technology education.
Let me double check.
Yep.
Yes, we do. Make a technology education check.
Ooh,
It's our first one.
Wow.
so fancy.
Ooh,
Well,
fancy
then I hope
first
it
roll.
comes up.
We're making the big boy skills now.
Oh,
Hey!
hey, a 6 and 4, yeah. Okay, you do have a little look around, but you refrain from pushing most of the buttons, especially the red disconnect button.
What is this?
You don't want to do that.
No.
But you do actually click it. So you do click something that looks like a small ear with speakers coming out. You click it, and then it turns into like a CD speaker. So like,
Yeah, speakerphone.
Yeah.
yeah.
Microphone.
Okay, I hear you pressing buttons, and now all of you in the center can hear this.
Well,
Huh?
we all look.
I
I believe I look over at Arlen.
Hi, Richard.
As do I.
That's not
Yeah.
So do I.
I just glance.
Arlen, you now have pretty much nearly everybody's eyes looking at you.
Does that include your choice?
Have you got it working, Arlen, my boy?
Yes,
He's
Father.
got them working.
Oh, splendid, splendid, splendid. Arlen, could I need to have the word with them. Could I just speak to them?
I'm gonna head back over to the table in the room and politely just give my friends to join me.
Fair enough. A better question is anybody not joining?
Alan, what are you doing?
I was thinking of a tactical way to put this.
Louise is just joining from from a relative distance.
You're here giggling.
Alan, you keep your secrets.
Well, essentially, my father had a favour he wanted to ask the whole group. Or something he wanted to talk to the whole group about.
What
Yes,
is that?
Oh, well, I'm so glad you asked. Sorry, everybody. Allow me to properly introduce myself on the phone. My name is Richard. I am Arlen's father.
Hello there, Mr. DeLowry.
Nice to meet
Oh,
you,
please.
sir.
Oh, please. You can
hello?
just call me Richard at this point. Tell me, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
I'm Hannah, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you.
There's a Hannah. Who else is there? Who else is there? Come on, don't be shy. I'm not going to bite. It's not like this thing is three-dimensional.
Tycho Montague, sir.
And my name is Momoko Hanami.
Holly Glimmer, sir.
It's a bit
What
dim.
about the
I'm letting everybody else introduce themselves first.
Fair enough. Louise, do you choose to?
Louise Mannerwisp.
Go.
Go on, Campla. I think that's everybody.
Wait, Elizabeth, introduce yourself?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Okay. Gambler Mahina, my Richard.
Ah, a pleasure. Now then, I presume this is the team that you all named Team Unity, although there seems to be more than 6 of you at this point. Arlen, did you hire some tutors behind my back?
No, Father.
Oh, I was so looking forward to knowing your studies have been going well. But I really hope that my son has not been a nuisance. He may look like he's a tough lad, but he is a true spark of kindness.
Elizabeth just sort of chuckles behind her hand a little bit and turns away.
Hannah just giggled.
Tycho rolls his eyes in an amusing, like he's amused.
No, why, wow, you sound like you don't believe me. Why, there was that one time when Arlen was only 5 years old. I remember it. It was like yesterday.
Father, any chance we could stay on? Didn't you have something else you wanted to do?
Oh, yes. Oh, right. Yes. I'm so
laughing.
I then set Blossom down on the seat next to me, and I walk over to Arlen.
Okay.
Arlen, if I may.
Yes.
Sir, this is Momoko you're speaking with. I decided to travel with the team to learn all I can about gyms. I'm not part of the team if that's what you are wondering, sir.
I'm so sorry. I'm getting on in my age. I completely. Please do not misunderstand myself. I'm so sorry.
It's all right, sir. I understand.
Why, she sounds like a lovely lady, Arlen. You got yourself a nice one there.
Parents.
I just roll my eyes.
Arlen just responds with a yes, Father, through gritted teeth. Like, still stay polite. But his ears are rapidly turning red.
And in the back of Momoko's mind, she's thinking like, okay, is this dude trying to set me up with his son?
Anyway, you're right. I should get right to the actual business.
You know, Arlen, you sure have a nice father figure.
At this point, Richard on the phone just poking it just goes, I did it again. I embarrassed my little boy. I'm so sorry.
Momoko has been saying to herself, if you keep on calling him your little boy, you're going to embarrass him even further. She's saying this to herself, not out loud.
That's fine. All right. So at this point, Arlen, I'm sorry. It's just a little father humor. You must understand.
Understandable. My father's like that as well.
But anyway, with other matters, I wish to ask all of you actually for a favor.
And what is that favor, sir?
Well, admittedly, tell me, are you familiar with the chain of clothing that me and my wife that we run? That Arlen is said to be the next to take in charge.
Question.
Yes.
Can I make a Pokemon education to know the garments?
Pokemon education or general education?
It will be general. It will be a general. I will allow anyone at this point. I would say Hannah and Momoko, because you weren't there when this previously was brought up with everyone, I will allow Momoko and Hannah to make a general education check if you want to.
All right.
Okay, that would be a 2d6.
The rest of you guys are okay because there was the time when Arlen bought the little hat for Mochi. He told you guys about it.
I was about to ask if I could as well, since I am adept at general education.
I mean, if you want to go more detail, you can do. I'll allow this once.
This is basically to show if these.
Yes, you did.
This is basically to show Tycho research on the Delaware line of clothing.
Pretty much. Momoko, are you doing a roll too?
Okay.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh.
Well, that covers that one nicely.
I was not expecting that.
Okay, Momoko, because you're from Johto, you're not too familiar with these big clothing lines from Hoenn. So for you, not as much. Hannah, you at least have heard the name of Delowry somewhere before, but you can't pinpoint it. So for you, it's not as much. Tycho goes full on detail at this, so I will mention this for you. Essentially, the brand's name is Delowry Deluxe.
Yeah.
And essentially, this clothing, because you got higher than this, I will go into full on mini detail about this. The Delowry Deluxe has been established for, at this point, about 26 years.
Ooh.
It has been run in the generations for a while, starting with Arlen's grandfather, who Richard has not gone into detail with you before, by the way, Arlen.
And it was started in and Delowry Deluxe is based in they're based in Lily Cove, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Tycho
So you know,
because he is from there.
that's why I said you got that. So yes, so for about 26 years, Delowry Deluxe has been established. It started with their grandfather for about 8 years, and then it moved on to Arlen's parents, Richard and Gladys.
All right.
And that's what you get with that 19.
All right.
I better make my notes of this as well.
I'm sorry. It was that a little too long there. Force of habit.
Oh, no. Well, nice to know someone knows their research, although I'm surprised you know of the original starter. But, anyway, yes. So, Arlen, we actually have some news about that idea you submitted.
Right.
The board has actually given its approval. The Delowry Deluxe has been given special permission for the megarments.
Make garments?
Garments?
What are those?
Well, concerning this was the reason I was willing to talk to you, I suppose I should get into a conversation. Tell me, how many of you are familiar with the term of Mega Revolution?
This feels like something I should.
Yeah, I will allow everyone at this point, anyone who wants to, make a Pokemon education check if you wish.
All right.
Rolled mine.
Yeah, so let's have a look. Okay, what we got? A 14. We got a 14, an 8. We got an 8. We got a 6. A 14. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Two big Pokemon nuts get this, but the rest of us plebeians.
No, well, no. Hannah got a 14 as well, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she did.
Yeah, one of them was a 6 and the other one was a 1.
Yeah, I will say for Arlen, you obviously this is your idea. You're okay with this because this was your idea.
I got 2 6s and 1 1.
Yeah. The rest of you, sadly for Momoko, Elizabeth, and Louise, this is a concept you're not too familiar. I just realized something. It's pretty much the 3 girls got nothing in all of this except for Hannah. Oh yeah, I didn't roll for Holly just because I'll just say for the sake of things, but yeah. Whereas the rest of you are familiar with Mega Revolution. And because we're all Pokemon aficionados, we know what that term is.
Yes.
Yes.
So I don't have to go into detail.
No, you don't, because as you said, we are all familiar with it as.
We've all seen Gen. Sorry, Galena, go ahead.
I was gonna say yes, we've all seen it.
We've all played Generation 6, hopefully.
Me.
Poor Pixelmon.
See?
Yep. So Yeah, because
Played it.
yes, because Mega Evolution does exist in Pixelmon.
Okay, so at this point, I will say at this point, those of
Which
you who
is a
do know, you do know it.
Great segue for a commercial.
Yes, great commercial. Okay, 1 minute break. No, maybe later.
I will do it at the end.
Okay. Anyway, so Richard does bring this up. So all except for Louise, Elizabeth, and Momoko, not the rest of you all know it. The others are not too familiar with it.
Alright.
So I will say for the concept for those of you. Well, you see, Arlen, before he left, he submitted an idea for the board. He did some lovable research into the term of Mega Evolution, and he thought that the way that Pokemon transform themselves into different styles of appearance and typing was, in his mind, what was the term you used? Cool and impressive?
Arlen is definitely starting to look rather embarrassed now. Yeah, I think that was it, Father.
Oh, don't be so modest. Your board actually got through with top marks, surprisingly. I'm honestly surprised it took this long, but they looked at the ideas you submitted and they were impressed. Not just the fact of that we took this long for the idea, but also for the sake of no one really thought of it before. Anyway, I'm getting off topic.
Top marks?
You see, you see, the board is willing to make a couple of these Megarments for the sake of a trial run. And because this was all an idea, the board said they were willing to submit the idea of this, but they were willing for a few people to model some of these attires as like a test run, if you will. A sample, an audience gathering, or research or something, if that makes perfect sense. And because you have Arlen there with you, and since this was his idea, I guess I'd be willing to ask if any of you would be willing to help. I mean, just as a mentioning, you will be paid, of course, for your services.
I wouldn't mind giving it a try.
Elizabeth is cocking an eyebrow and looking thoughtful at this decision, or this offer.
Also, for whoever sneezed, bless you.
Oh, that wasn't a sneeze, sorry. I don't see why not. I'm alright with it.
Momoko is pondering this and thinking, oh, so maybe fun. Count me in.
Well, that's a few yeses so far. What about the rest of your comrades? I think if I could put voices to names, what about that Kemplar and Louise? I think that Louise is a quiet one, and that Kemplar is definitely friendly, but I haven't heard them talk much.
Actually, in regards to the payment, I'm not going to accept it. I'd like for it to go to someone else instead.
Oh!
There's a man on a rival team of ours named Ted Worthend. He's on a team called Tough Prism. His family's Pokemon is rather sickly right now, and they have a hard time getting the money together to afford treatment for their Pokemon, or even getting the doctors. I was wondering if my payment could go straight to them and to help their Pokemon out.
Oh. Make a persuasion check with advantage for that kindness.
I don't think persuasion is an actual stat.
Okay, charm then.
Okay.
Charm with advantage.
Do I add any modifiers for charm?
You know what? Because of that kindness, roll it twice and add 1.
Roll it twice, then add 1. And are we
Yes, take the highest one. So roll charm twice, and whichever is the highest, add 1.
Okay, 11.
Okay,
Alright.
what have you got? 2d6? Okay, 11 with 2d6, technically. He goes, oh, well, that's mighty generous. What was that name again? Sorry? I just need to... And you hear the sound of ruffling paper on the desk as he begins to shuffle it. Just goes, what was that name again? Sorry?
Ted Worthend. His family lives in Alola.
Ted Worthend in Alola. Okay. I'll do my research and try get that out to him and such.
Thank you, Richard.
My pleasure. I'll admit I'm not... Well, that's definitely the nicest thing I will say this. Louise, dear, I'm guessing you're around.
Yes.
What about you, dear? Are you willing to, help? You'll be doing all in a great favor as well as us, and earning a little pocket change never hurt.
Depends on what kind of help it is.
It's the modeling gig. I thought Louise was able to hear this.
Yeah. She was
Yeah.
I think we could just say she was
Well, yeah. No, distant.
distant. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, perhaps I should probably... Yeah, that's actually a good question. I never really explained what garments we really made, did we?
Not really, no. You just said that there was some new line of fashion you guys were gonna try out or something.
Yes. So Alan suggested that there were 3 different types of garments that we would make for this type of line. One of them was fancy dresswear and smartwear, you know, those types for those big fancy balls and dinners and fancy gigs. Another one was kind of the fashionable sort of sports attire, you know, people go out for their exercise and such. And another was attire for the beach like swimwear.
Swimwear?
Like, you know,
Swimwear?
well, that definitely... Oh, is that an interest there, my dear?
Yes. I always go swimming in Alola with my mother.
Oh, well, sounds like... Well, that's absolutely perfect, because we did make some sample ones, and we got some plans in the work to make, actually. Tell me, as far as what I've gathered, Dewford is close to you all. Was Dewford the next plan for your destination?
Well, considering one of our friends needs to head out over that way to my memory, then yeah, that is our next destination.
Oh, splendid! Then this'll be perfect. Basically, I would like it if you could maybe possibly model off some of the swimwear range that we discussed. And now, I know modeling that type of stuff is not really, to some people's credit, comfortable, but you will be paid very, very handsomely, and you will be in good hands while there. I'll make sure that you are not only not seen if you're worried about that, but I will make sure that you are personally protected in case of any situations. We don't want any nosy peoples taking a sneak at my little boy's work, eh, Arlen? Ha ha!
Yes, Father.
But I mean, the choice is entirely yours. I mean, I will not force you, but in fact, if it's any extra payment, there is one other thing I will do for you.
And what will that be, sir?
Well, concerning the, as you know, my line work of this is kind of top-ended in the price department, I will allow you to keep the swimwear as a moment and gift.
Really?
Some high-class fashion and free of charge. Although, if you want to get any extra ones after that, I'm afraid I will have to do the fair price. I mean, a man's gotta make his business. Ha ha!
Whenever Momoko hears these sportswear and swimwear, that's what piques her interest.
Okay, yeah, so Arlen, you officially just catch a glimpse of Momoko just sort of going, like sort of a eyes light up type of response.
I remember swimming back in Johto, so count me in for the swimwear, and I wouldn't mind trying out the sportswear as well.
Sportswear for that one. Interesting. Okay, let me write this down.
Alright.
Getting to try out on stuff from Delari Deluxe does sound like a treat, I will admit.
If it's anything to go on, those that do say yes, not only will you get to keep it, but we'll make sure they're themed after something you like. Oh, I never really went into that. You see, the Megarments are actually based off of certain Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. So, if there's a Pokemon you would like, or if there's a Mega Evolution you adore, then you get the opportunity to basically get it. Like, I know my little Arlen has that Joltik of his, and some researchers have discovered that Garvantula does indeed have a Mega now. So, we could send him one that looks like a Mega Garvantula, for example.
Are there any grass types that can make it evolve, sir?
There is. Yes, there are a few. I believe that there's Venusaur, there's Breloom. I think Angela the Angela gym leader apparently uses a Breloom, so that's actually a good point. Sirius! Could you make a note to contact Angela first thing in the morning? We need to contact her.
No, it's Severus.
No, listen here. I know what your name is, so get back on the phone. Thanks, Flu. Sorry, just a little matter. I apologize, but seriously, you can all basically just take them and, well, we'll make sure we have them ready by the time you guys arrive in Dewford. Tell me, when do you plan on leaving?
Soon as
Just so we can-
possible.
So,
As soon as possible.
so first thing, so we're leaving tomorrow then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Tomorrow. Let me look. Let me just double check Let me just check the shippers just to see if we can get somewhere with this.
Well, while he's examining it, Louise goes up to the phone and just goes up to the phone. Who is anyone holding the phone right now?
Arlen is.
Yeah, that's a good question, Arlen. Is it still on your arm or is it on the table?
It's open and on my arm.
I just grab Arlen's arm just to look at the phone, and with just kind of a blank but starry-eyed, but with stars in her eyes, she says, "Ghost types."
Well,
Can you breathe?
I can breathe, yes.
Are you
Arlen,
sure?
you do.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm fine. Arlen, as your arm is pulled, you can still see this mini twinkle within her eyes as she says ghost types.
Okay, Arlen is basically stood there in the middle of what appears to be two starstruck girls.
Yeah.
Because of the mention of swimwear to Hannah.
Well, we've got starstruck Hannah. We've got starstruck Louise. Is Momoko starstruck?
We've got idolizing probably at this point with the idea.
Yeah, because and Momoko is thinking back on when Richard said that Venusaur can Mega Evolve.
Okay, yeah, so she's thinking of the idea of a Mega Evolved Venusaur. So she's starstruck at the idea of a Mega Evolved Venusaur.
Oh,
Yeah.
So she at this point, Richard does sort of go on the phone and goes, "Ghost types, yes, sure. Louise, that's you, isn't it?
yes.
Okay. Let me just check my books. Let me just see what Pokemon we got. If I know what Pokemon you guys would like your Megarmon to look like, I can check my book and see if we've got one.
I have a Shepherd.
A Shuppet. Yes, Mega Bayonet is one of them.
I also have a Phantom.
Oh, she's willing to do multiple garments.
And
Okay,
only if they're ghost types. She's like,
Yep. Let's have checking my list. It appears that a Trevenant one is still in the works. I'm afraid, Miss Louise. It looks like we only have Mega Bayonet at the moment.
Bayonet then.
Very well, Mega Bayonet. Arlen, are you wanting your Galvantula one?
If you wouldn't mind, Father.
Certainly. Well, I suppose I should probably go around who is it at this. Let's see. Kemplar, my boy.
Boy.
Well, considering I've got 3 team members that can Mega Evolve,
Oh shit, you
at
do.
full when they fully evolve. Blaziken, Beedrill, and I'm going to probably regret this. Gardevoir.
Oh fuck! Surprised you didn't pick Gallade.
Well, Yuka can't evolve into Gallade.
No, that's right. Lol.
I can't really picture Kemplar in a wedding dress.
Oh my
dude.
god, I am imagining rolling that actually. I'm imagining rolling that actually.
Wait. No, my freaking belt is shiny, so it would be a black wedding.
That's even better. That'd make the haunted mansion.
Hey, I got it. Gothic
Come on.
wedding.
Gothic wedding!
Hey, I mean, Gothic exists.
Honestly,
Yeah.
guys, you guys are giving me so many ideas to draw for the Pokemon game.
You're welcome. You're fucking welcome.
Also,
Yeah, I mean-
I said this will be private in DM.
Okay, I'll have a look at that. Let's have a look at
I
that.
swear to God, if you would draw a gothic-looking Kemplar in a wedding dress, I will pay for it. Brilliant.
Instead of happy friendship, it's just like everything is pain. I only know suffering.
Aeon? How much did you pay for that art?
I don't know.
Anywho, anyway.
All my friends are dead.
All right. The phone. He goes. Let's see. I have a Blaziken and a Beedrill. The God of War is taking a little more work, I'm afraid. Although, more credit to you. I've never heard of a guy who wanted to wear something dressed for a girl.
Well, I've got a little role saying she's good, and I'm trying to take my best care of her. I figured I'd pick Pokemon that were in my party.
That's fair. Elizabeth, dear.
Elizabeth just kind of sighs, a bit downcast. Well, I don't think it exists. Though it's not really worth my time, honestly.
Oh, come now, dear. You forgot. Remember, I told you they found Garvantula and Breloom. There's a possibility that your one may have come up. You never know.
No, mine is one of the evolutions, sir. Umbreon.
I think they did discover a few. Let me just go check. Now where did I put that? Oh! You hear the sound of collapsing as a few books have essentially fallen off the shelving.
Are you alright, Richard?
Are you okay, sir?
I'm fine. Arlen knows how much I love to read, so I tend to fall off my shelf a couple of times.
Sir, are you alright?
He does.
Oh,
I'm
fine.
Well,
You don't have to trouble yourself, honest. I mean, if it don't exist, I won't.
Well, that's the thing. Oh, excuse me. Oh, well, that's definitely my adrenaline for the day. Actually, there is.
What? What?
There
is?
Yes.
Elizabeth's eyes tear up a little bit in joy, and she runs over to Arlen's arm and tries to.
Arlen.
I played essentially into the phone. I'm like, where did they find one?
Yeah. So at this point, Louise, you get shoved aside. By the way, and Arlen officially has a Elizabeth pulling the arm almost to the point of nearly pulling it off.
Oh my God. Arlen is really popular with the ladies tonight.
Yeah. Ironically enough,
Never seen Arlen look more uncomfortable in the whole time you've met him, including the Beedrill.
You are making him uncomfortable. But honestly, I'm not stopping you all.
Hey, Roy,
I swear I saw this scene in Sword Art Online.
What?
One character getting all the ladies.
That could make some of the other guys. That could make some of the other guys jealous.
No,
I don't know. How's Tycho and Kemplar in all of this?
Kemplar's like, man, he's making such good friends.
You all wish you thought you were as cool as me, Kempla boy.
Bro, I send you the
I know.
imagery.
I can see. Don't worry. We'll talk in a bit, Hannah. Okay.
Okay.
I
We're
swear
on the
that
stream. Sorry.
At this rate, from the other room, Kazuna is getting little faint vibes of "help me."
Right. So at this point he goes, yes, according to some recent research in the Kalos region, they've discovered a mega evolution for, well, they've only found a few of the evolutions so far. According to what has been found recently, Flareon, Umbreon, Leafeon, and Sylveon are the only 4 who've been found one so far.
My god. A mega evolved Umbreon. Wouldn't that just be something else?
There's also Mega Houndoom, considering you have Houndour.
It's true, that would be easier to come by, but I look over at the healer where Beatrice is, and I'm like, Beatrice and I have been pals for so long, like, honestly, I can't see me doing anything without her.
Okay.
Okay. Tycho, what about you, my dear boy?
Oh, yeah, if it is not too much trouble, is there anything for, Kingdra?
Ooh, Kingdra. Ooh, fancy.
For half a minute there, I thought Tycho was going to ask about water types in general, and I was going to lose my shit if he did.
Water, red. Sorry.
Shut up!
Force habit.
Thank you.
I'm
let's
sure.
see.
I'm sure Reggie would like that very much.
Well, looks like we found something. Well, they are making a few designs and pushing a few. I'll see if we can try to speed one up a bit for when you guys get to Dewford. It sounds like we may have something for you.
Very well then.
And I believe last up is Hannah, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. Hannah M. Rose.
Okay, Hannah, okay. Well, what about you, my dear? Anything for yourself?
Well, I have 2 in mind, sir.
2? Okay, maybe we can see if we got them. What do you have in mind?
Well, one is my Rockruff, and the other is a reminder of my mother's Greninja. She has it back in the Lola.
A Greninja and a like. Let me see. Just passing through papers. Let's see. We have both. We've got both available. So if there's any one you would like, we can do that.
Really?
Yes.
I think I'll go with for the Greninja, to remind me of my mother back in the Lola.
Greninja. Got it. Oh, thank you so much. You don't know what you. I was going to talk about the payment. Kemplar, you said you wanted that talk to this Ted fellow, right?
Yes, talk to Ted Worth and at least to his family, or heck, even offer the same deal to him as you've offered us. His family needs the money right now.
I'll see what I can do. I might be able to get him around. Let's see. As for the rest of you, I presume that you are all requiring the lovable payment there. By the way, at this point, Holly is looking over all of you and just goes and just keeping quiet in this whole conversation. Mainly just saying this for the context of things. She is not going to be involved with it because obviously she's got to go home.
Yeah.
So just as the heads up there.
Hey,
All right. So
question. Would it be alright if I ask Arlen's father a question?
it's a free call. Go
Yeah.
for it.
Sir, when we get
Yes?
when we get paid, is it alright? Could I buy the Lycanroc suit?
You wish to use the payment to... Interesting.
The Lycanroc suit
know-
isn't one of the make garments, is it?
Yeah.
It is one of them, yes.
Oh, well then, okay.
Well, it is a little... Well, I'll tell you what. Have a look at what we got for him when you come around. We'll bring it round so you can have a look at it. If you want to take it instead of the payment, I will personally allow it as a one-off favor. But I just ask that you keep it a bit hidden just in case. We only want to showcase a few of them to, shall we say, tempt the people. You know what I mean?
I understand, sir. Thank you.
That's not a pleasure. Now, I presume, just so you're aware on the lovable payment that we will be offering you all, we will be offering all of you at least 5,000 Poke for your services.
5,000?
Holy.
Well, I'm a high-class business, and you're doing me a favor by advertising a new line on the shops. If I didn't offer my service, if I didn't pay you right for advertising a new line, it wouldn't get anywhere.
Momoko's eyes then look like frames, and it's like, 5,000?
It's what he said, yes.
And it's just like stuttering. 5,000.
Templar is wondering if that's enough to pay for the medical bills.
Well, you won't know that because you never asked him.
Momoko then turns to Kemplar and then she walks, then she leaves Arlen and walks over to Kemplar.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, Arlen, you are one girl light.
I mean, what?
She then turns to Kemplar and says, 5,000 Poke paid for those medical bills.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's enough.
And Tycho jokingly to Richard, "Oh, if only you could see the eyes of some of the women right now."
At that point on the phone, he goes, "Oh, well, in that case, well, if it's not too much trouble, I know that Duford is not too far from there. I tell you, I'll see if I can get there within the next sort of 3 days at best. Would you guys be willing to wait in Duford that long if you get there any earlier?"
Yeah, it'll give us a good opportunity to train our Pokemon for the next gym battle.
It is fine.
Okay, splendid. So here's what we'll do. If you guys do what you need to do, whether it's train, do your gym battle, just relax and have fun, do whatever you want. We will be there as soon as possible. Be on the lookout for my personal assistant. I need you to keep your eyes out for Miranda. Miranda is my photographer and also my publicist for quite some work. If you keep your eyes out for Miranda, she will come and find you. Tell me, where do you think would be best to find you all if we get there any earlier?
Imagine, Farfel, we'll probably be staying in the Pokemon Center.
Oh, splendid. Okay.
We said
in
Miranda is the photographer and publisher, you said?
photographer and advertisement publisher.
Okay.
In short, the short version is she's the one who takes the photo. Yeah, Arlen, you know this. She's the one who organizes like the photography and does all that, and then organizes essentially getting the stuff out in like magazines and newspapers and articles and stuff like that. In short, she's basically the one who makes sure they're all done to a degree, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Anyway, so at that point, Richard sort of goes, "Well, anyway, I am so sorry for taking up your time, but seriously, thank you so much."
You're welcome, sir. I need to help you out.
It is no problem, really.
Sir,
If anything, you're doing my little boy Arlen more of a big favor this is his chance when he takes over the business, so seeing this is a rather nice step in a good direction. Alan, I apologize on saying this as I should right there now, but I am proud of you, my boy.
Thank you, Father.
Just one question for you, my dear boy. The 5,000. Are you requiring it as well as the others, or should I just put it to the fund?
I honestly could use it at this moment.
Very well. I'll make sure that we have that payment ready for you. Just one little note to mention, by the way, to all of you. Please make sure that you do a good job, and just know this. Miranda may come off as a little bit on the strict end, but it's all for the sake of just doing the best for all of you. So if she comes off a bit stern at times, please don't hold it too much for her. She's been one of my trusted, most loyal servants to the business, and I know that she does it all for the sake of this.
Okay, servant or employee?
Employee. Sorry, I said the wrong word.
Brain
I was
fart.
when I said fund, I was thinking of something else.
No
Brand's
promise.
got a brain fart.
And I woke up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Louise has walked off there.
Yeah. And she says no. She says no promises, and then walks.
That one is short with words.
She is a little stoic.
Anyway, I should leave you all to your evening and stuff like this. Anyway, so just remember, we're in about 3 days, maybe 4 if there's any trouble in the ocean. We'll make sure we get to Dewford as fast as we possibly can. If it turns out to it, I will say that if they don't see you sometime in the morning and stuff like that, if they don't find you at the Pokemon Center, head to the northern beach on Dewford. It's supposedly the best place for the shoot. We want to get that best beach drop as possible.
Sounds fair enough.
Oh, and one last thing, just to question, if you mind. A question for let's see, who was it? Kemplar.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, you mentioned your last name to me, did you not?
Yes, sir. Mahina.
Mahina. I knew that name sounded familiar. Your father was Zondor, if I remember.
Yes, he is. How did you know my father?
I was his traveling companion back in the day.
Oh, no way. Really?
Yeah. How's he been doing, by the way?
He's been doing all right. Him and my sister are doing just fine over in Verdant Turf.
Oh, you're in Verdant Turf now.
Yeah.
Oh, splendid. I must make sure I go by for a visit to go see him. I'm sorry, it just surprised me by that one. But no, he was my old traveling companion. We got about halfway through the challenge when we were together. We were traveling together through the gyms together. Unfortunately, duty calls, and I had to come back home. I haven't seen him since because I was worried he probably thought less of me.
He tends to forgive and forget easily. You ought to be able to find him and talk it out as if you were old pals again.
Oh, well, I'll be sure to do just that. Oh, what am I doing? I've turned a business call into a pleasure call. I should stop doing that. It's one of my habits. Anyway, I will leave you all to your lovable evening. Take care, everyone. It was nice to talk to you.
The pleasure was ours, sir.
The pleasure's ours, sir.
Echoes. Oh, and Arlen.
Yes, Father?
The board did have one thing to bring up to you, by the way, about your garments.
Oh, what was that?
They are looking forward to seeing what you can come up with next, if you can come up with any ideas. Whether for the garments or for any other ideas. It sounds like they're being a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Curious.
Ah, very good.
Well, have a wonder and have a think about it, and we'll try to get back there. After all, you can't spell deluxe without D-Lorry.
That's a can't spell deluxe without the Lowry. That's actually a good slogan.
Yeah, thank you, Aeon. Yeah, this is Aeon's one who Aeon's the one who came up with it, not me.
Nice.
Nice one.
Nice.
Anyway, I will leave you all to your evening. Your mother passes on a hello and wishes you well. By the way, Arlen. Anyway, I will leave you all to your fair evenings. Oh, what was that, Aeon? Sorry?
Roland just sort of hesitant for a moment, and then would... yes, give Mum my love, Father.
But of course. Anyway, I will speak to the lot of you at a later date. I will make sure that the money is passed over to you with a good job done. Anyway, I will leave you all later. Tally-ho!
Bye, Richard.
Farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Click. Click. And the phone call's cut.
So your father was the Richard that my dad was talking about in his stories, Arlen.
Apparently so.
Holly looks over at you two both and just goes, well, this is a weird coincidence, isn't it, in a weird way? Both your fathers traveled together, and now look at this.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk to my dad again. He's going to find that a funny coincidence.
Can't wait until my parent and hear about this.
At that point, Nurse Joy comes out, and on the little tray when they come out is the 5 Pokeballs that you left. And Nurse Joy does say, "All of your Pokemon are healed up."
Hand rushes over. Thank you.
All right, so you can grab your Pokemons, everybody.
And then walk back over to the seat where I was and pick up Blossom.
Okay.
Chica.
Come here, Blossom. Come here, little one.
Chica.
So at this point, Holly looks over you all a little bit and just goes, "I'll admit I'm a little envious that you could get one, but it wouldn't really be fair for me to have one, you know?"
Alright. Wait. How's Puppet doing up?
At this point,
Yeah,
Puppet
and so
is-
is my Kaneki.
So Puppet is doing a little okay. It's a little shaken still a bit from the battle and such, but it's still floating there okay. It's just essentially just looks a little bit tired.
Right. No, I mean, like with hit points, they haven't. Princesses.
Oh. They are all back at full hit points, and I will say, because this is technically this one, I will say because of all this, we can recover the injuries off any of your Pokemon that have just healed.
Okay.
Alright, so.
What is this? Pico pokes his head out. Pico's trying to get dislodged from his perch as everyone falls around. Beatrice just, Kizuna doesn't give Arlen a chance to come pick him up as Bamfy vanishes from the counter into Arlen's arms.
Aww.
Aww.
Oh, so Roch just clings to you, Arlen, just like,
Are you okay, Daddy?
oh.
Okay, so this is. I'm not sure if I'm calculating this correctly.
You've done it right, but Puppet's back at full strength.
Yeah. I'm gonna return Pumpkin to her Pokeball. And give
Okay.
Puppet a little pat on the head.
All right. So at this point, Holly does look back at you, Elizabeth, and just goes, Elizabeth?
Eh? Yes, Ollie?
I think it is for the better. Maybe Mochi does go with you. If anything, you can look after him at least until I get back.
Are you sure?
Honestly, no, but maybe at least it will. Well, I came on this to try and get stronger. Maybe Mochi at least getting strength in a way is kind of like keeping my dream alive a little, you know?
There's two different versions of getting stronger. There's strength in the art, or there's strength in, well, muscle. But if you feel like Mochi will be better off training with me, then I promise I'll do my best to get him to be the strongest, most lovable Pokemon you ever don't see this side of Hoenn.
Alright. Mochi, is that okay with you? Pika? Tilts the head and then it sort of just nods and just then nuzzles up to Holly's leg just a little bit.
If you need time to say goodbye, then you can maybe hold on to Mochi until it's actually time, unless you think it'll be too hard for you.
If you all are leaving in the morning, maybe it might be better if I give you it then.
Okay.
I mean, or if my father comes any earlier, then we'll do it quicker if need be.
Okay. I just don't feel like it's very fair to you to not be able to give a proper goodbye.
I know. I appreciate that. And at that point, Nurse Joy does turn on the TV that's sort of close by to kind of bring in some ambience. And all of a sudden, there is a news bulletin that comes on the TV. Thank you. We need fire for villager news. That's what we need. Thank you.
Villager news.
Good evening. This is Pokemon Trainer number 61. No, we won't get to that. Anyway, but yeah. So anyway, at that point, the news, the TV does come on, and there is a news bulletin on there going, "Hello there. If you have just tuned in, here is today's top story in Hello Hoenn. We would like to report that today there has been a report of a dead body seen lurking around in Rustboro City.
Huh?
The body has been located to be a elegant-looking old man. He was found lurking in an alleyway, and apparently he was lurked on the side with a Magmar looking badly injured."
Wait a minute.
Dang.
Is that the collector?
Reports have discovered that his name was James Watson, also known by familiar faces by the police, known as the Collector. Apparently, according to some CCTV footage, it was found that he had walked into an alleyway. He walked into an alleyway where 10 minutes before, two cloaked figures walked into it. Then, two figures were seen leaving the city about 20 minutes later. However, there was no sign of James Watson anywhere in town. We now move over to the crime scene where we have a recorded report from Candace Flower. Candace, what's the report? So at that point, you all do see the TV, and there on the screen, then you see a girl there with thick blonde hair, a smart-looking style suit, and she's there with a microphone. And there in the background, you see a white blanket just covering basically something. And at that point, the girl on the screen goes, "Thank you, sir. Thank you, Thompson. Sorry, this is a little bit much. Today, last night, it was reported that this figure was seen walking through. The collector, as he is known to the police, had been known for committing a few crimes in order to attain some money for the sake of other people and businesses. However, it has been unreported that any of these have been in connection. However, it has been reported from a nearby witness that it was hang on, and she ruffles through, grabs whatever note she can. According to a witness statement, the words that they got as they walked by the alley when they were walking close by was apparently the sentence of, "We told you it was desperate. Why did you let us down this time?" And thus that's when all of a sudden there was the sound of a bang. The witness sadly then ran away in fear. The CCTV then caught the footage of the two people walking out of the alley at that point. It is unknown as to what exactly has happened, but it is reported that the collector has been reported with large slash marks across his chest and burns across his arms. It is unknown as to exactly who was responding for this, but it is fair to say that somebody indeed came to collect the collector. Back to you. And at that point, it goes back to studio and goes, "That's a tough tale. Coming up next, back to sports news." And Nurse Joy just turns off the TV, goes, "What a shame. Well, at least there's one troublemaker at least gone." And she walks out back into the back room, leaving you all to your devices.
Henna was just covering her mouth, trying not to shake or hit her breath.
She doesn't know this man. She's just surprised that there was a murder.
Pretty much, yeah.
Exactly, that was trying to say.
Mm-hmm. Holly sort of looks over the rest of you a little bit and just goes, that was who we thought it was, wasn't it?"
I think
It
so.
was.
Yes.
Yes.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, Momoko doesn't know this
Elizabeth
person either.
clenches her fist.
Yeah.
A little bit shaky.
Can I
Also,
basically she turns over to the group. "Did you know him?" As she walks over.
We had a run-in with him at one point.
That's kind of where Kempler and Arlen got their roses.
Oh.
Was from the results of the collector's overbreeding.
I don't think
yeah,
Hannah has seen the Ralts, though.
But
just Arlen's one, not your one, Kemplar.
Yeah.
who would do such a thing?
I wonder.
I have an idea. And I turn to the rest of the group. You remember we heard at the very beginning about that secret society or whatever? I think we know exactly who did this to the collector.
Isn't this Team Rocket, since they were the ones to hire the collector?
It was either them or that secret society that we heard about in the Lily Cove.
Oh yeah, Lone Wolf.
Possibly. I don't know. But I do know that Team Rocket aren't murderers. Only Pokemon abusers.
I always thought the Team Rocket was into stealing Pokemon.
Well, yeah, that too.
Someone should really send Team Rocket blasting off again.
No!
And Elizabeth walks over to Kemplar, punches him in the face for the bad joke.
Omit that statement from Kemplar.
Strike that you did not raise your hand. We will strike that from the record. Little chameleon, strike that from the record.
Nobody else have the heebie-jeebies. Nope.
Thank you, Madagascar.
Shut up.
Thank you. Alright. Holly does look back and just goes, Wait, didn't he say he was going to come to Crossborough to talk with them?
If that was the case, then why?
Why
must have
didn't we
been
run into him?
No, I'm trying to figure out how he got here before us. Oh no, we spent the night at Petalburg. He probably just went straight here.
Hmm.
Oh, Louise is heading out. I see.
Yes, she is.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll get to
Does Kemplar see Louise step out?
Louise, are you trying to be stealthy about this?
Well, let's say yes.
Okay, stealth check.
All right, let me just get to
Should
the
I roll
stealth.
perception?
You can do.
Well,
this turned into dark turn.
11.
Oh!
Oh
Hey!
my god!
5d6 perception for...
Yeah, I was not winning that one.
Not unless it was really bad. Yeah, Camplar, as Louise is basically making her way out, your eyes do instantly catch her as she is nearly approaching the door.
Kemplar catches up with Louise. It's probably a bit dangerous to go out alone right now. I'll come with you.
I just nod and step out.
Boop.
You're both heading out.
Boop. We are now halfway into the doorway. Can we go further? Nope.
Yeah, I have not. That's because it's at the bottom of the door. I'll assume that you're outside. Don't worry, I have thought this bit through slightly. So at this point, so at this point, Holly does look over you all and just goes, "Suddenly, I'm not feeling too good about all of this."
Me either.
And she clings to Mochi as tight. Mochi just goes.
Be careful, Ollie. You don't want to hurt Hirochi before I have a chance to toughen him up.
Oh, sorry.
Elizabeth just kind of nervously chuckles and gives Mochi a little ear rub.
Y'all.
Oh, it was so cute.
Anyway,
Oh,
yes,
my melting heart.
My question is, what are we going to do about this?
That's a good question.
If we can at all.
Honestly, I don't think there's anything we can do until we have more information. Besides, we have to worry about the gym battles.
And plus, of the promise we made to Arlen's father.
Yes.
That's a good point.
I say we rest up for tomorrow.
Very well.
That's probably in it. Hey, where'd Louise and Kemplar go?
I didn't think Kemplar struck out.
Yeah, oh yeah, you didn't. Yeah, I would say they had the conversation as you sort of rushed a bit, and then they've noticed you two rushing out the door at this point, and Holly just goes, wait, where are you two going?
Louise wanted to step out. I'm going with her to make sure she's not alone.
Oh, okay. Just please be careful.
You got it.
Okay, what are the rest of you doing just before we get to those two?
At this point, Momoko is thinking about the news report and hugging Blossom tightly.
Okay.
I'm basically hugging Blaze, thinking about the news and what the others said about the collector.
Okay. Arlen, what about you?
I'd imagine Arlen's just trying to calm down Kizuna, who probably just keeps like because routes have got telepathy and they can send like pictures. So I imagine he's just getting flashes of the other routes in his head.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, Tycho, what are you doing?
He's gonna try to take his mind off it by reading some of the books that are over here.
Okay. Oh, I could be so cruel here.
What?
You want the books to fall on him too.
No. Tycho, roll a d6 for me.
That That actually would be funny if that happened.
Are the bookshelves a mimic?
You have
Oh my god!
Hang
Oh
on.
my god! Oh my
Hang
god!
on.
No.
Oh my god!
Even better. Even better. The bookshelves are ditto.
Ooh.
hang on.
Bookshelves are ditto.
Hang on.
Oh.
Why are we still here? Just as another.
Aww. Okay, a 1. All right, yeah. You casually make your way as best over as you can, and as you grab a book, you pull out one, and the title of the book is a collection of stories.
Oh my god!
I need.
If it take his mind off of that news report, so be it.
Oh, okay. He doesn't care. It's called. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. All
He
right, stop
probably-
reading. Yeah, fair enough.
He probably didn't notice
All
the
right.
title of the book.
Probably not. Okay. Back outside at Rustboro. Give me a minute here. Your DM is doing something.
God damn it.
He's
Bunty.
yeah. He's making it way.
Downtown.
Downtown, walk fast, faces past, we're homebound.
Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na.
Okay, we're done with that joke. Let's stop that joke now.
Yeah. Okay. So just as a heads up, by the way, I'm moving back to Rustboro. Oh. No worries, Heidi. Okay.
You all
Surprised by the.
no offense, but you guys all sound like you're trying to throw up.
Oh no! It's Tim. It's Tim
You
Allen.
know who it is. You know who it is. I was just making a joke.
It's fine.
Oh,
Okay.
he positioned us beforehand. Not a good sign.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And you notice everyone else is gone on the map.
Yeah?
You two are gonna die.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, you two are both outside. What are you doing?
Well, Templar's following Louise.
She's going to try to find the news said it was in Rustboro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to try to find that alleyway.
You're gonna try to find the alleyway.
Yep.
So that tells me Louise wants to try and find the dead body.
Or at least the scene of the crime.
If it's still there.
Okay. I would like you to roll either general education or intuition.
We'll go intuition.
Okay. Roll the intuition.
Ooh, nice.
There we go.
Ooh, 15. Okay. Based on the knowledge that you got, and sadly I know the thing is not entirely to proper scale, and I apologize. I literally just got the map ripped from the game. Didn't get a chance to modify this.
All right.
But based on your knowledge of things, you gather that the let's see, where was my info in all of this? Yeah, you gather it was from over in the eastern direction, over here.
East.
As you
That's
recognize,
away.
as you recognize from a CCTV that there was a site where they got it, where they were running by a basically a fountain of some kind. Basically, it caught it. Essentially, the camera, just to gather this, was here.
Okay. She's gonna walk over towards that area.
Templar is following.
Okay. I'm gonna assume there's nothing. Okay. Here.
As you begin to approach, there are some police guards that are around. Please excuse me while I just find the sprites. Good lord, you try to find sprites and they all vanish.
All right.
Yeah, I can find Sprite at my local grocery store.
Not that Sprite, you nincompoop.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
I haven't seen those commercials yet, but I've seen the Christmas Hershey's Kisses commercials, so it's that time of year.
What would you do? Fine, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
That's a good question.
Lay a
Yeah,
thousand.
no, it's a...
Oh.
Okay. as this is going, there is a police officer just looking around here, sees you two wandering out, and just glances over at you as you're approaching. So what are you doing?
Louise is just going to sit by the fountain, and she's going to sense if there's any ghosts nearby.
Okay, make an occult check for me, please.
Wait, ghosts?
Kemplar, what are you doing?
I'm curious as to what Louise is doing.
12 with 2 nat 1s and a 6. Okay.
I've got an idea on what she's trying to do, though.
You don't get a sense of anything out of the ordinary by occult standard.
Nothing.
What were you trying to do, Louise?
Trying to see if the collector's ghost was around.
Well, from what I understand, it's been a day since he died. I don't know if his spirit would linger around here.
You never know.
That is true.
You there!
Hmm?
As the police officer sort of makes his way gently over to you all, and just goes, sorry to interrupt, but, you are I couldn't help overhearing about a ghost situation. What exactly are you doing around here? You're not trying to do anything with the crime scene, are you?
No. I was I'm fascinated with ghosts. And I heard there was a body here. I was just curious.
There was, Mr. What was it? James Watson?
Hmm.
Yeah, anyway. Yes, he was, that collector figure. You wouldn't happen to know anything about him, would you? I mean, you wouldn't be interested to come over here for a dead body, no offense. What brings you around here?
What?
I'm not new to any of this sort of occult thing, Kepler says. He steps a little closer. But if I had to hazard a guess, I would guess that Louise here was trying to see if she could contact the collector's ghost so that he could identify who it was that killed him.
I nod.
So, like, what are they called? A spiritualist? Or...
I believe they're called spirit mediums.
Huh. You can do that?
I gesture to Puppet. I speak with ghosts plenty.
This puppet just flies around your head, just evidently.
Get a fight, no ghosts.
And then I turn back to the officer. I'm no stranger to the occult. Whether they be spirits or ghost Pokemon.
You said you're generally here to try help figure this out. Did you know him or something?
Not personally, no.
Maybe.
Well, in any case, I can't really allow you any closer to the crime scene as we're still investigating it for clues. I understand that you're curious and maybe thinking you try to help, but we are in the term of trying to sort this all out. And then all of a sudden you do hear a, "That won't be necessary."
No?
And you begin to hear the sound of footsteps.
Who is it? Who is it? Does Kemplar know this person?
And where are they coming from?
Yeah. You do hear them. Yeah, where did it come from, Cut Joe?
Is this perhaps? Is it Constable Leon Urke?
oh, the big fancy name I came up with.
Yes.
Oh, what you mean? Oh, I know who you're referring to. Yeah, I know who you're referring to, and actually, yes, it is.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to. You know what? Just for the sake of a sprite, because I can't find where I put my fucking sprite for him.
What the?
I can't find my sprite for him. Where has he gone? Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just use a gentleman, just for the sake of this.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello, Constable.
Oh, it's you two again.
Yeah, we haven't.
Didn't I make?
Yeah, we haven't seen you since the incident over at Petalburg.
Yeah, that's a coincidence.
Hmm?
We just heard about a dead body on the news, and we thought we'd cut. And Louise thought she'd come to try to speak to the deceased person's ghost.
He looks over at you, and then back at you, Kemplar. And you're saying you can do this?
I nod.
Listen, I'm not normally the type who believes in this all occultist mumbo-jumbo. I mean, all I know is I'm Eddie J. Crawford. I'm member of the Special Pokemon Investigation Team.
Wait,
the
I
fact
thought he was
in
Constable Leon Urke.
Leon Urke. Did I get the wrong one?
Yeah, you used the wrong name.
Oh, son of a bitch.
We're professionals, people.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah, Crawford was Pokemon. This is a different one. Sorry, Urke is the Constable.
Oh, Crawford's what?
Yeah, so to clarify things, Eddie J. Crawford, the guy who you met who's part of the Special Pokemon Investigation Team, basically he's the one that you met was sort of involved in the whole Pokemon theft, so he was involved with that. The Constable here is more along the lines of for the people aspect rather than the Pokemon aspect.
Ah, okay, so Eddie J. Crawford, got it.
Yes, and Leon Urke here is the other one here. Tell you what, I'm going to make a note of that before I forget.
Yeah, okay, I'm writing down their names. So Eddie J. Crawford is Pokemon detective, I'm going to say.
Yeah. And Leon Urke is this one, yeah. So Leon looks over and just goes, well, it does seem an awful coincidence that you are in the area. Last I checked, you were around Petalburg when that whole incident occurred. At least I recall, anyway.
Yeah, we left Petalburg this morning.
Interesting. He pulls out a book and starts writing notes.
We're prime suspects.
So, concerning that's the case, it means that you were the last ones who saw him alive by the knowledge of what's happened.
Pardon?
Well, according to what we gathered, he was found dead earlier. He was found dead earlier today, but according to the CCTV, that was the case. Why am I telling you all this? The news blathered it around.
Yeah, that's why we're here. The news sort of said that there was a dead body. So we aren't prime suspects, apparently.
We challenged
earlier
today.
You went to go challenge Roxanne.
I know.
Yeah, we managed to eke out a victory against her.
Yeah, that's nice. Begins writing notes again.
2 weirdos left Petalburg this morning. Beat Roxanne today.
I could see that in the morning. Everyone wakes up. Ah, perfect. Hey, has anyone seen Louise and Kemplar? Meanwhile, guilty.
Right.
No problem. What's going to happen is they're going to look at the Pokemon center CCTV, and they're going to be all like, "Oh, their story checks out. Damn it!"
Well, they don't know that yet. They're just doing their job.
Yeah.
So at this point, So Leon sort of looks back at the notes and just goes, all right, look. Well, then in that case, if you're the last ones, come with me. But stay close and don't try anything funny.
Alrighty.
Come with me.
As
this direction. So Leon sort of looks at the guard and just goes, let these two through. They're with me. Sir! The guard basically steps to the side, lets through, and concerning I didn't have this here, I apologize. I didn't think we'd have enough time to get to this. Place Gen 4 hiker theme. This would never have happened if you used today's sponsor, Word Anvil.
Not
now!
You can just like put down the sideways body of the same old guy.
Make it a double. Yeah, I mean, technically it was a double. Yeah, you know what? We'll just do it like this, just for the sake of it. It's not any different, but it will have to do. You know what? There we go. True definition.
Yay.
Wait, hang on. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Roll 20 at its finest.
Put a big red X over it.
It's roll 20.
Oh.
Thank you. It's all I can do. It's in the square. Anyway, yeah. So he leads you up there, and he leads you to the small alleyway. And this alleyway is fairly tight. It's kind of about like maybe 5, maybe 8 foot in sort of space sideways. So people could still fit through, but there's an odd bit of things in the way there. And thank you. Oh, that works.
Welcome.
So at this point, Leon just looks back and goes, all right, come on, you two. Come here.
Yeah, okay. The ladies first.
I go in.
All right. He pulls the sheet back and he goes, tell me, is this the one you remember?
Yes. Do we recognize him?
You do.
Yes.
So that checks out. This is definitely the same guy then, from the sounds of it. Yeah. Well, see, we received some reports that before you guys made the report, there was apparently some kind. We sent some of our police officers down into that little extra area where you discovered that little base. Good job on that, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
But when we were looking around, we discovered that there was a hidden passageway that they had set up that dug straight from there all the way straight here to Rustboro.
Whoa.
Apparently, it's how the collector's been going around. When we're down there, we've apparently sent some of our officers to check some of the other routes. Apparently, it's like nearly an underground services that pass all the way around.
Underground railroad?
Just tunnels more than anything.
The Sinogran Underground. No.
Shut up.
I'll be quiet.
Thank you. He sort of ponders for a bit and just goes, well, that process, that's how we came here. But we still don't know exactly why he was here. We followed the tunnel and found it here. When we came up, we discovered that his body was found here. Passed sadly dead. And we noticed the cameras and we double-checked things, and, well, that's when we made our investigation.
Do you think he maybe had a client here? Or maybe this was a meeting point for one of his clients?
Concerning the exact location of this tunnel and exactly what's going on, I'm willing to agree with that statement, and that's what we came up with. But we still need to piece one thing together, and that's what we're still missing.
Oh?
Boom.
Besides who they're exactly meant to meet, those two figures involved, And more importantly, why did he have to come to Rustboro? If he knew that the police were coming, it would have made more sense to maybe go to the further location rather than the closest.
Louise, do you think you can try to reach out again? See if you can find his spirit?
She nods, then closes her eyes.
Okay, we'll do things a little different here. Roll the D100 for me, please.
A D100?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, that's high.
98. Okay. Now in this scenario, because this isn't a Pokemon one, we're going to do things a bit on a different end. I would now like you to roll Occult for me, please.
Occult.
Yes, roll Occult for me, please, because you're a channeler that's you're more suited for Pokemon rather than people.
Oh,
Right.
Okay.
This is different.
I think I know what you're trying to make him do.
Yeah, we're going to take that 98 and minus the 17.
Hey.
Oh, 17. Oh, God, 17. Okay, you would have preferred a little smaller than that to keep as high as possible.
Wait, what?
But that still works for this. Okay. Essentially put, it was taking the number, so the closer to 0 it was, the more likely it was going to fail.
All right.
Oh.
So, 98 minus 17, that is 79. Okay. Now I'm going to roll my percentage die.
Oh boy.
98 minus 17, it's 81.
Is that 81?
Yeah,
oh,
that's
wow,
81.
I did my math wrong. I'm an idiot.
Nah.
Maths was my best subject, by the way.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh, I'm glad I fucked. Okay. Not me. I was cancelled.
Here's the funny thing. I can do simple math pretty easily. Do not ask me to do complicated math because I suck at it.
That's fine. That's the same for everyone. All right. So let's see. That's 70. That's 81.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So Louise, talk me how you try to do this.
Okay.
You said you close your eyes. So do you do anything else?
I close my eyes and I just tune everything out. Trying to pick up anything, a feeling, a sound, just something that is out of the ordinary for the living world.
Okay. Since you hear a text message.
No, that was an email note. Yeah, that's an email notification.
Ah, the spirits are getting restless.
It was like
Flip it. Please flip it.
My poker gear went off.
Confound it! This technology, I could never stop the mute button. All right, so Louise, as you do this, you feel the air begin to chill around you. For a moment, it feels like it's just you. Not even Puppet is with you. Then all of a sudden, you feel this gentle, cold draft coming from in front of you. And then you feel it behind you. And then back in front of you again.
I'm going, I think, right? What does it feel like?
Apart from cold, it feels otherworldly in some kind.
Right. I'm going to slowly open my eyes.
As you open your eyes,
jump scare.
You don't. All of a sudden, Freddy Fazbear. No,
No.
sorry. All right, sorry. This cold draft does pick up a bit. You don't see anything, but a voice does play into your mind, causing this chill to go right down your spine as it does so. Who has called?
Louise Manor.
Templar, at this point, you do see Louise essentially just talking to herself at this point.
Templar is going to remain quiet.
Hey. Louise Manowisp, tell me, you wish to call on the one before you?
Yes.
Well then. As you blink a bit to sort of zone back a bit, suddenly, before you, above the dead body, is the spectral image of Giratina. It looks over you for a brief moment. Well then, let me see what I can call. And it vanishes away. And suddenly in your eyes, a flash of wind just blows against you. Your hair being ruffled and pushed back, parts of it even blowing onto Puppet and just out the way a bit. Kemplar, you just see this massive hair just turn into like spider-like tendrils just waving around in the wind, essentially.
I hope that's a good sign, he thinks to himself.
Yeah, I hope she's not
Leon
tired.
Leon just looks back and just goes, "Oh my word!"
Hey,
And sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, I just remain standing, cool, calm, collected.
And as you do so, a familiar figure just sort of gently steps in front of you. It sort of walks around a little bit and goes, "Hello? Who's there?"
I am.
"I can hear you, I can't see you."
Hey, is he right in front of me?
He is pacing around. The equivalent is actually sort of stood next to Leon.
Yes.
Okay, is he okay? Which direction is he facing?
In your direction. He's actually facing he's facing this way towards like Kemplar and such.
I can see you. You're right. I'm right in front of you.
Are you the one of the other side?
You could say that.
I guess I truly have gone. Huh. Maybe I should have listened to those kids. Maybe coming here was a bad idea. Tell me, you can hear my voice, can you not?
Yes.
Are you aware of my situation?
You were killed.
So I was. I presume you're here to hear an old man's last plea.
I nod.
Well, you can't see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very well. All I remember is just this meeting two figures. They were cloaked up tight so I couldn't see their faces. And even if I could, all they were wearing was some kind of masks on them. I couldn't even tell who they were.
No.
All I know is that they were one male and one female.
Masks. One male and one female, you say?
Yes. I'm afraid I couldn't get a good look at them. It was too dark to really see. But their Pokemon I could clearly tell as clear as day.
Oh?
I couldn't see the first one. The one that engulfed me in flames. But I do remember seeing two blades coming right at me, slashing across my chest. All I could tell is it was a Scyther.
A Scyther.
Leon looks over in your direction as you say this and begins to start taking notes as best he can.
And one... And the other lit you on fire.
Yes. The one lit me on fire first. I tried to push myself forward to grab something, but my arms were engulfed in the flames. As I was wincing in the pain of the fire, all I then heard was the male figure going, "We made a deal. You failed your end. Failure has only one consequence. The failure to live." And that was the last thing I heard before I just saw these blades coming straight at me.
I repeat what he just said.
Leon tries to write as much as he can down, but still looking at you curiously. And then all of a sudden, the wind picks up again, and the figure begins to slowly blow back out of your vision. And the last words you get from Ingus goes, I don't know much of them more, but I could tell that their cloaks were... and has gone out of sight. Louise, as you've done this, you suddenly collapse to the floor, out cold.
Oh, Jesus. Kemplar rushes to Louise's body. You all right? You all right, Louise?
No response.
Is she still breathing?
Make a medicine check.
Boy, what is?
What did she just come back to? I just come back to?
Louise basically got some information and then collapsed out the core out cold. A 10. There is a faint pulse. But it is quite faint.
Faint pulse, and she is breathing.
Yes, but it's kind of heavy breathing and faint pulse.
God damn it.
Oh, jeez. She's not looking so hot.
At this point, Puppet looks over at you, Kemplar, and just sort of nods as best it can, and it sort of goes, "Shop it, shop it, shop it, shop it, shop it, shop it, shop it."
Shop it. Quickly, go to the Pokemon Center. Try to make sure that try to get Nurse Joy's attention. I'm gonna try to carry Louise back.
Shop it, shop it, shop it.
You understand?
Shop it. Go, lassie. Go find the well.
He goes.
So as Puppet goes over to the Pokemon Center's best, Leon just Leon at this point goes up to you, Kemplar, and just goes, "Hold on, here, let me give you a hand."
Thank you, sir.
Oh, I heard you said send that little Pokemon to the Pokemon Center.
Yeah, I think what she needs right now is some bed rest. She's not fit for staying out here much longer.
Good idea. You! And he looks to his constable. Keep an eye on this body until I get back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And don't let anyone or anything come near. If I find even a candy wrapper has come anywhere near this crime scene, your pay is docked. Yes, sir.
All right.
Right. Now then, come on. Let's get this girl to the center.
And we rush.
All right. So you all do the rush over.
I'm gonna.
And the other guard is going to go the other side. I will say that.
All right.
And this one's going to go this side.
So are they both carrying her, or?
Yes. Essentially by... Well, Kemplar, how are you carrying her, or what are you doing?
Well, considering that the two of us are working together, I'm holding on to one of her arms. I'm slung one of her arms across my shoulder, and my hand is on the opposite side of her waist.
Okay.
And I would assume that Leon is doing the same.
Yeah, as best he can, despite his posture and age and such, he's doing his best to help you. So I will say that given the opportunity of things, it does take some time, but you do get brought back to the center. But Louise, on the way, a voice creeps into your mind. The similar voice of Giratina comes back into your view. You're unable to respond, but you do see the familiar sight of the Giratina that you are familiar with. But then, it begins to form into another form that you have never seen before. Similar to the form that was flying over the body when you started the chant. It looks at you and smirks and just goes, "You should be careful. Sometimes a human life is not worth meddling in. For many, many times it has turned. Last thing we want is for you to do the same."
Oh, so it's a warning saying if she keeps doing it, she's got a good chance of dying. Great.
Well, on that realization, that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Louise takes all the good stuff.
Sorry, I'm not trying to.
I know you're not.
You're not trying to. Well, it certainly seems that way.
You're not trying, succeeding.
So freaking fuzzy.
Hey. Well, in fairness, she went out the door and you all had an opportunity to go with her.
And I'm the only one that did.
Yep.
I mean, the traumatized routes.
All right. Well, with that said, surprise.
Nice.
Surprise, Louise can talk to the dead.
Fun fact, this was not planned.
And you didn't even need a Luigi board.
Luigi board.
Can you earn a Luigi board?
Funny. Hey, her background says that she has a strange obsession with ghosts. I'm just playing on that.
I'm loving it.
Somebody cue my infamous attorney to come in here.
I was waiting for that one the entire time. When you said spirit medium, I was like, I'm waiting for it.
Yes, but I was.
All right.
Yes, but I was willing to wait till the session was over.
I appreciate that. All right. Well, I surprise everybody.
Yep.
Next session's gonna fucking.
I expected.
Next session's gonna start with Kemplar and Leon bursting into the Pokemon Center with friggin' Louise being all like, "Quick, somebody get her a man!"
Somebody, we need a bad stat.
Well, first of all, Puppet's gonna come in, so it'd be weird to see how many people are going to do Little Yella. What's that, Little Shepherd?
Like,
Oh no, she'll sneak behind Arlen just to try and get attention, only she'll scare him instead.
Yeah, you'll come through the wall behind me and go, "Help, what?"
All right, well, with that said, everybody, that's all for tonight's session. So, it all started so great, and then, although at this point, I hope you've all learned a valuable lesson.
Don't fuck with ghosts.
No, that's not it.
Oh, okay.
Don't let down. No, or better yet, Lena has learned this. Don't let down your guard in any D&D campaign. Anything can happen.
Nope.
You never want to do. You never want to do that because here's the thing. In D&D, anything is possible.
Amen to that.
Anything can jump. Anything can jump on and grab you.
Well, with that said, everybody, that is all for tonight's session. So until then, everyone, it's fair to say the perceptions rolled low. It's time for us to go. So, what exactly is going to happen with our Team Unity? Will this modeling gig give them enough money in places? Will this money even help out Ted? Is Arlen going to recover from his near embarrassment? But the most important question of all, what could have happened to the collector? And more importantly, is Louise going to be okay? Well, you'll have to tune in next time to see exactly how these results pan out. So until then, everybody, if you were charged with joy with this stream, be sure and hit subscribe or follow wherever you're watching us, and I will see you all on the next one. So until then, it's goodbye from Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers. It's goodbye from Dell.
Boy, everybody.
From Heidi.
See you around, everybody.
Aeon.
Rock and roller using roll up.
Floof. From Lena.
And our peoples.
From Hannah.
Time to blaze on out of here.
Oh. And from Thean. Wait, what?
You've now made everybody deaf. Good night, everybody.
This is the best. Yeah.
I don't even know what he damn well said.
I don't care. It was good.
Yes, that's. Don't worry, Heidi. It's Thean.
I'm no dead.
That's fair.
Anyway, with that said, this is Brownie of the Joy Child Gamers signing off on Let's Play Live Pokemon D&D. Stay charged, everyone. Catch you all later. And be sure to keep your perception high. You never know when it may just come back. Catch you all. Fuck you!
Catch you all. Fuck you.